What's going on, guys? This is David, the Sports and Gamer Nerd. Man, it's been a while. Man, it's been so much stuff that happened. Shout out to the community for keeping everybody up to date. Um, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's get started with the Ravens. Um, Obviously, signed Sammy Watkins um, to a 1 year deal. So let's talk a little bit about team building and about the future and things like that. So 1 year deal is great, prove it deal. Hopefully he'll do well enough, and then he'll want to stay, and then we can sign him to a multi-year deal if he's good enough. Um, Here's the thing, guys. Got to pay Hollywood. Got to pay Lamar, obviously. Got to pay Mark Andrews. Here's where I'm getting at. For all these 1 year deals and things like that, I feel like we got to rebuild the wide receiver core like every single year. And I don't want to do that. I want to have like, remember how like Peyton Manning had like Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison and Brandon Stokely. And then like that was the core for like 3 years straight. And then I think Stokely left, and then Austin Collie came in for a little bit. But you have 3 or 4 years of like the same receiver. Dallas Clark was his tight end. You have 3 or 4 years of the same receiving core. I feel like the Ravens have to constantly rebuild with these 1 year, maybe 2 year deals. Like stop doing that. Like let's draft some rookies like we have. Let's play them, and or sign some veterans that we can sign to like a 3 or 4 year deal in addition. I like to see 4 or 5 straight years of Hollywood and like I don't know, Sammy or somebody else that's like there, and then maybe a third receiver, and then re-signing Mark Andrews. I like to see a core that stays, not like, oh, every year there's Hollywood and cast. We got to rebuild the wide receiving core every year. Um, that's my thoughts on that. I think I know it'd be nice to have Antonio Brown, but again, it'd only be a 1 year deal, and because of that, I don't think we should sign him. I think we should sign people who we can keep multiple years and have a core that we're comfortable with. Because let's face it, you might be comfortable signing AB for a year, but would you give him like a 4 year deal? You'd be afraid he'd go crazy. Well, I guess he's already gone crazy, but like you'd be afraid that crazy would come out and say hi and hang out for a while if the deal wouldn't be fulfilled. Um, what else? Um, Obviously we need some pass rush. It goes without saying. Got to draft corners in the secondary every year because of injury. That goes without saying. Um, Probably running back. I think our running back situation, um, outside of Lamar, outside of Dobbins, I think because of our system, our running backs are really good. Our running game is really good, but I wouldn't be mad if we upgraded a little bit behind Gus. I think like if we get him cheap, Le'Veon Bell, somebody like that would be like a good number two. If Gus is number three, but I do think I think we take our running game for granted. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think there's always room for improvement, just like every other position through the draft or through free agency. So just don't take it for granted. I think it's great. I think our system is great. I think when you add Lamar to the running game, it's super elite. But still, it's still nice to like, not take those men for granted, and always be looking to upgrade. Um, I think our tight end depth is not good enough. Um, Basically, at this point, outside of the draft, because you can do all this in the draft as well, but outside of the draft, as far as veteran depth, I think we're good at wide receiver. I would draft one in the first round. But I think we need more tight ends. Um, I think we need Zach Ertz, and I think we need to go ahead and sign Justin Houston. I don't even know why he's visiting. Just sign the guy. Um, but I think a veteran pass rush, and then draft one, and then I think we got our veteran wide receiver already in Sammy, so just draft one high. Rashad Bateman is my favorite in the whole draft. Um, I don't know why I don't think the LSU guy, obviously not Jamar Chase, the other one, Terrence something, Williams or Washington, I forget. I think it's Williams. I don't know why I don't like him that much as a player. Seems lanky, seems like, I don't know. He just seems not as crisp and strong of a route runner and talented as Rashad. Rashad seems like he can plug and play. But pass rush and tight end veterans, Zach Ertz trade, and then sign Justin Houston. I take that. Or Javian Clowney, obviously. But then draft as well. So that's kind of like how I look at it. I think we need the veteran and we need to draft. Veteran and draft. I think so far between receiver, tight end, and pass rush, we've got the veteran receiver. So we need to draft a receiver. We need to get Zach Ertz, I think. And then draft a tight end somewhere in the third round. And then get another pass rush in the second round. But also sign that veteran. And I think that should solidify what we need. Backup quarterback, I don't know. Hundley looked great. Maybe he's the answer. Maybe we re-sign RG3. So I think we're good there. Other news, if you guys aren't keeping up with the Washington Capitals, you should. Alex Ovechkin is chasing history right now. I think he's 6 all time in goals and 2nd all time in power play goals. Between this season, next season, and the season after, if they can get a full season, he can really make a dent. But for those who don't know, he's looking at history every time he scores a goal now, and he's coming for Wayne Gretzky's record, which is ridiculous if you look at all-time NHL goals. So that's what's going on with hockey real quick. We still got the worldwide chip shortage. So, gaming and electronics are all being delayed. It affects everything because everything basically that we use on Earth requires semiconductors. For those of you who don't know, that's chips. It's like IBM, companies like that. Yeah, so computers, cars, even refrigerators use chips. So, obviously video games are affected. I think it's my big random updates for now. Looking forward to the draft, obviously. I'm going to be just like all my guys in my community. Shout out to the community. Shout out to everybody. Lunch Break Hot Take, the Purple Rain Podcast, obviously Engraven, everybody else, 410 Sports Talk. Shout out to everybody, man. If I didn't mention you, sorry. Joe Nubo, I know you changed your name. I should have it in front of me, but I don't. But love you guys. Sorry it's been a while. I had to move. I relocated, like a lot of you guys know. So in my new spot, loving life. And remember, guys, wash your hands, keep your distance, wash your hands with soap. Um, and, if you want to, get the shot. Um, cheer on the Ravens. I think that, like Harbaugh always does, he always has his replacement coach on the roster. I think we'll see this either be the last year or the last couple games for Greg Roman. I know a lot of you guys are happy about that. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Keep talking about my merch, but no one's buying it. Guess I got to do more videos. Step my game up. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe and like. I need you to subscribe, though. And click that like button. Please click the like button. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Peace out, guys.